Welcome to the Elderly Pathways channel. If you're in your golden years or approaching them, this is the place where you can discover simple yet powerful ways to make these years your most peaceful and fulfilling. Today's video is about a topic that many of us overlook: what to let go of in order to lead a lighter, happier life after 70. It's a journey of transformation, not just about decluttering your home, but also freeing your mind and heart from the weight of unnecessary baggage. Did you know that sometimes holding on to things, whether it's physical clutter, toxic relationships, or outdated beliefs, could be silently holding you back from the joy you truly deserve? What if I told you that by simply releasing a few things, you could open the door to a more peaceful existence? Imagine waking up each day feeling lighter, with more energy, and surrounded by the people and things that truly matter. Doesn't that sound like a life you want to live? In this video, we will explore 8 things to toss out, whether they are old habits, past regrets, or even old friends who no longer serve your well-being. We'll also discuss practical ways to create room for new, exciting experiences, empowering you to embrace this phase of life with renewed joy and fulfillment. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming content designed to help you lead your best life as you age. Stay tuned and let's embark on this transformative journey together, because living a peaceful, joyful life after 70 is not just a dream. It's entirely within your reach. Let's get started. As we move into our 70s, the need for clarity and peace in our lives becomes more urgent. It's not just about letting go of physical clutter, but also creating space emotionally and mentally. One of the first steps in achieving this lighter, more fulfilling life is by releasing physical clutter. Over the years, we accumulate a variety of items: books we never read, clothes we no longer wear, or even mementos that have long lost their meaning. Each of these objects carries a memory, a sentiment, or perhaps guilt over whether we should keep them. But here's the truth: holding on to unnecessary things can weigh us down far more than we realize. These items are often silent burdens, reminding us of who we used to be, but not necessarily who we are today. As you look around your home, take a moment to consider the items that truly bring you joy or serve a purpose in your current life. Ask yourself, are these belongings adding value to my life, or are they simply taking up space and energy? Sometimes we keep things out of habit or because we feel obligated, not because they enrich our present life. The process of decluttering isn't about erasing memories or forgetting the past. It's about honoring that journey and making room for what's to come. Releasing these items isn't just a physical act. It's a metaphor for life itself. It's about shedding the old to make room for the new, freeing yourself from the weight of what no longer serves you. Now think about how freeing it would feel to walk into a room where every item around you has meaning, serves a purpose, or brings you joy. A space where you're not reminded of past obligations or cluttered with things that just don't matter anymore. That's the kind of peace you can create by letting go of excess physical baggage. And don't forget, many of these items could serve someone else. Donating them not only benefits others, but it can also turn your decluttering into an act of generosity, helping young families, charity organizations, or even someone who simply needs what you no longer use. Once you've cleared the space around you, it's time to look at the people who occupy your life. At this stage, the relationships you nurture are as important as the physical space you create. As much as we may care for people, some relationships can be toxic, whether they're marked by negativity, emotional drain, or just a lack of reciprocity. And by the time you reach your 70s, you've likely experienced a wide range of connections, from those that uplift and support you to those that bring conflict, guilt, or frustration. The simple truth is, you don't have to carry these relationships with you anymore. Consider the relationships in your life. Which ones bring you peace, love, and support? And which ones leave you feeling drained, unappreciated, or worse, invisible? Toxic relationships come in many forms. Maybe it's that friend who always calls to complain, but never asks about your well-being, or a family member who leaves you feeling small, unworthy, or judged. Sometimes the most damaging toxicity comes not from outright hostility, but from indifference, feeling like you don't matter to someone who should care about you. These connections can drain your energy and prevent you from living the peaceful life you deserve. Choosing to walk away or set boundaries with toxic people isn't an act of anger or revenge. It's an act of self-love. You've earned the right to be surrounded by people who respect and appreciate you. It's about prioritizing your emotional health and recognizing that you deserve peace, kindness, and respect in every interaction. Setting boundaries can be difficult, especially if these relationships are deeply rooted in history, family dynamics, or old obligations. You might feel guilty about stepping back or fear the reaction of others. But remember this, setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's about honoring your well-being and protecting your mental and emotional space. Sometimes letting go of a toxic relationship doesn't mean cutting someone off entirely. It might just mean creating distance, limiting the amount of time spent with them, or redefining how you engage with them. Maybe you'll reduce the depth of conversations, steer them toward neutral topics, or choose to interact less frequently. By doing so, you take control of your emotional environment, ensuring that the people you engage with don't chip away at your spirit. Imagine a life where the people around you lift you up, where every interaction is filled with positivity, respect, and understanding. That's the kind of freedom you create when you let go of toxic relationships. In your 70s, it's time to reclaim your peace and surround yourself only with those who bring joy, connection, and a sense of belonging. The relationships you choose to nurture in this chapter of life should reflect the love, support, and understanding you've worked so hard to cultivate over the years. You've earned the right to live surrounded by people who see you for who you truly are, appreciate your wisdom, and honor the space you occupy in their lives. So let go of the relationships that no longer serve you and make room for the ones that will help you thrive in this beautiful stage of life. As you step into the later chapters of life, it becomes increasingly important to recognize the responsibilities that still serve your well-being and those that no longer bring you joy or fulfillment. Letting go of unnecessary responsibilities is a powerful way to reclaim your time, energy, and peace of mind. We all have obligations that once meant something, whether it was caring for family members, managing a home, or being the one people turn to for help. But as time passes, you may find that some of these responsibilities have become burdens rather than sources of joy. For example, maybe you've spent years maintaining a large property, nurturing a garden that once brought you pride, but now it feels more like an endless chore. Or perhaps you've been the go-to person in your family for every problem, always stepping in to fix things, even when others are more than capable of managing on their own. While it's natural to want to help and stay involved, sometimes the most loving thing you can do is step back and let others take responsibility. It's not about abandoning your loved ones. It's about honoring your own needs, your own space, and your own peace. Releasing these burdens doesn't mean you care less. It means you're choosing to care for yourself too. By lightening your load, you create room to focus on what truly matters now. Maybe it's spending more time doing the things you love, like reading, traveling, or simply enjoying quiet moments with close friends. Or maybe it's finding the freedom to explore new hobbies, experiences, or passions that you've put on hold for years. Imagine waking up each morning without the weight of responsibilities hanging over you, knowing that your time is your own to enjoy and explore however you choose. This shift in perspective is liberating, allowing you to focus on what nourishes your soul. When you let go of the unnecessary tasks and roles that no longer bring you joy, you also allow yourself to embrace the moments that truly matter, the ones that fill you with happiness, peace, and fulfillment. And as you release those responsibilities, you'll likely find that you're more present with the people who matter most in your life, giving them your attention, love, and energy without feeling exhausted or overwhelmed. Now, alongside the need to release external burdens, it's also time to take a hard look at the burdens we carry within ourselves, the negative self-talk and regrets that often haunt us in our later years. It's so easy to dwell on past mistakes, missed opportunities, or things we wish we had done differently. We might replay certain moments over and over in our minds, wishing we could go back and change the outcomes. But here's the hard truth. Regrets and negative self-talk are thieves of joy. They rob us of the present moment and prevent us from appreciating how far we've come. Let's face it, no one's life has been perfect. We all have things we wish we had done differently or paths we wish we had taken. But those moments, those choices, they don't define us. What truly matters now is how we choose to view our past. Instead of focusing on what we didn't do, let's celebrate the courage it took to make the decisions we did. Even if the outcomes weren't perfect, every choice, every mistake has shaped us into who we are today. And with that wisdom comes the opportunity for growth and self-compassion. Stop being your harshest critic. If you wouldn't speak to a loved one the way you speak to yourself, why would you allow that kind of negativity to dominate your thoughts? You've lived through joys and heartaches, triumphs and failures, and every step of the way, you've shown resilience, strength, and wisdom. It's time to give yourself the same compassion and understanding you would offer to someone you love. Letting go of regrets and negative self-talk isn't about pretending the past didn't happen or minimizing the mistakes we made. It's about forgiveness, both for ourselves and for others. It's about accepting that life isn't perfect and that every experience, even the painful ones, has contributed to your personal growth. The goal is not to dwell on the what-ifs, but to embrace the lessons learned, the strength gained, and the wisdom accumulated over the years. This is an essential step in freeing yourself from the emotional weight that no longer serves you. Forgiveness is liberation. It's a way of saying, I am more than my mistakes. I am worthy of love, peace, and joy, no matter what has happened in the past. By releasing the grip of negative self-talk, you open yourself up to the beauty of the present moment. You allow yourself to live fully with all of the grace and ease that comes with accepting the past for what it was and moving forward with an open heart. The process of letting go, whether it's of responsibilities, negative thoughts, or regrets, is an act of self-care and self-love. It's about stepping into this chapter of life with the confidence that you have earned the right to live on your own terms, free from the weight of things that no longer serve you. The freedom you create by releasing these burdens will make space for joy, fulfillment, and the deep peace you've always deserved. As we enter our 70s, one of the most empowering steps we can take is to start eliminating unhealthy habits that no longer serve us. Over the years, we may have developed certain behaviors, whether it's a poor diet, lack of physical activity, or emotional patterns that we've become accustomed to. These habits, which might have seemed harmless or manageable in our younger years, can start to catch up with us in our later years. However, it's never too late to make small changes that can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. Think about the things you do every day. Do you find yourself reaching for processed foods because they're quick and easy, or spending hours sitting down, watching TV or scrolling through your phone simply because it feels comfortable? These habits, though seemingly small, add up over time and can affect both your physical and mental health. A poor diet, high in sugar and unhealthy fats, can contribute to weight gain, low energy, and even more serious health issues like diabetes and heart disease. On the other hand, a sedentary lifestyle, where you spend most of your time sitting, is one of the leading causes of various chronic health conditions, including obesity, muscle weakness, and poor circulation. But here's the good news. It's never too late to shift these habits. Even small changes in your daily routine can lead to significant improvements in your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start by making small, manageable changes. Instead of skipping breakfast, opt for a nourishing meal like oatmeal or fresh fruit, which will give you sustained energy throughout the day. If you've been sedentary, start by incorporating simple stretches or taking a short walk around the block. These activities don't need to be intense. It's about gradually reintroducing movement into your life and enjoying the benefits of increased flexibility, strength, and vitality. The key here is consistency. Once you start making these small changes, you'll begin to notice how much better you feel. You'll have more energy, feel lighter, and find that your mood improves. Not only will your body thank you, but your mind and emotions will also begin to flourish. Exercise releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals in your brain, which can help reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. A healthy body also contributes to a healthy mind, allowing you to think more clearly, stay more focused, and approach life with a renewed sense of purpose. Another important aspect of embracing health at any age is reevaluating outdated beliefs we might hold about aging. Society often paints aging as a time of decline, a time when we're expected to slow down, retire, and stop trying new things. This perspective can create unnecessary limitations, holding us back from exploring new experiences and opportunities for growth. But what if we could see aging differently? What if we saw it as an opportunity for growth, discovery, and new adventures? One of the most empowering things you can do as you age is to release the limiting beliefs that may have held you back in the past. Beliefs like, "I'm too old to learn something new," or "I've already lived my best years," are not only false, but they can also prevent you from living your life to the fullest. You are never too old to try something new, whether it's learning a new skill, picking up a hobby you've always wanted to try, or even meeting new people. The world is full of opportunities, and your age doesn't limit your ability to experience them. Think about the times in your life when you've embraced change and growth. Perhaps it was a career shift, a move to a new place, or taking on a new project. Why should those moments of growth stop just because of your age? Embracing new experiences can open doors you never thought possible. Whether it's exploring a new technology, learning a new language, or even starting a small business. The world is full of possibilities waiting for you to embrace them. Letting go of outdated beliefs about aging doesn't just mean shifting your mindset about what's possible. It also means letting go of the self-imposed barriers you've placed on yourself. These beliefs, often shaped by society, family, or past experiences, can keep you trapped in a box of your own making. But the truth is, you have the power to break free from that box. As you redefine your perspective on aging, you open yourself up to the freedom to create a life that's authentic, fulfilling, and rich with experiences. So as you move into this stage of life, embrace the idea that you are not defined by your age, but by your ability to learn, grow, and adapt. Let go of limiting beliefs and start thinking of this time in your life as a period of new beginnings. There's so much left to explore and experience, and you're fully capable of embracing those opportunities. This is the time to rewrite your story, reclaim your vitality, and live a life full of joy and discovery, no matter your age. As we step into the later years of life, one of the most liberating things we can do is release financial worries that have lingered over us for years. For many of us, finances have been a constant source of stress throughout our lives. Whether it was saving for retirement, managing the cost of raising a family, or simply making ends meet, financial worries have often weighed heavily on our minds. But once we reach our 70s, it's time to trust in the financial planning we've already done and stop allowing money concerns to control our happiness. By this point, you've likely spent decades building a financial foundation, saving and investing for the future. And now, as you enter this phase of life, it's time to let go of the anxiety around money. Trust the plans you've set in motion and the decisions you've made. Yes, there may still be occasional concerns. Perhaps you're wondering whether you'll have enough for unexpected medical expenses or if your savings will last. But it's important to recognize that living in a constant state of financial fear does not serve you. Instead, it keeps you from truly enjoying the present, from experiencing the joy of your hard-earned years of freedom. Take a moment to evaluate your financial situation with clarity and confidence. If you've planned carefully, there's no reason to constantly worry about what-ifs. Work with a trusted financial advisor to ensure your resources are in order, and you'll find that the relief and peace of mind that follow will help you make decisions based on facts, not fear. Money is a tool, a resource meant to enhance your quality of life. It's there to give you the freedom to enjoy the things that truly matter. Spending time with loved ones, traveling, pursuing hobbies, or simply relaxing in your home. Letting go of financial worry means embracing the understanding that the value of money isn't in hoarding it, but in using it to create a meaningful, joyful life. So don't hold back from spending on things that bring you happiness. Whether it's a vacation, a new experience, or simply treating yourself to something nice. You've spent your life building and saving, and now is your time to enjoy the fruits of your labor without the constant stress of financial uncertainty. Another critical area where we can find freedom in our later years is by letting go of the fear of change. As we grow older, it's natural to seek stability and comfort in familiar routines. But the truth is, change is inevitable, and it doesn't have to be something to fear. In fact, embracing change can be one of the most empowering things you can do at this stage in your life. Think about it. At various points in your life, you've faced change. Whether it was transitioning to a new job, moving to a new city, or adjusting to the changes in your body and health. Each of these moments, while difficult at times, brought with it new opportunities for growth. Now, as you move into your 70s, change is still a vital part of your journey, and it can lead to exciting new possibilities. Instead of resisting change, learn to welcome it with open arms. Downsizing your home, for example, may initially feel overwhelming, but it can also offer you the freedom of a more manageable space with less upkeep and more time for the activities you truly enjoy. Trying something new, like learning a new skill, meeting new people, or exploring different ways of connecting with the world around you, can ignite a new sense of excitement and purpose in your life. Fear of change often comes from a desire to stay in control, to cling to what's familiar and comfortable. But here's the beauty of this stage in life. You've already weathered many changes, and you have the resilience and wisdom to handle whatever comes your way. Rather than seeing change as a threat, think of it as a pathway to growth and discovery. Each new chapter offers fresh opportunities to reinvent yourself, explore new passions, and connect with others in ways you may never have imagined. Imagine how liberating it would feel to step into new experiences with curiosity instead of dread. Picture yourself learning a new hobby, embracing new technology, or simply adapting to changes in your surroundings with a sense of freedom and confidence. Change doesn't need to be something to fear. It can be a source of renewal. Embracing change means embracing life itself, choosing to grow, learn, and thrive at every age. So as you let go of the fear of change and financial anxiety, you create space for a life filled with possibilities. Release the old fears and limitations that have held you back and make room for the fresh opportunities that await. You don't have to cling to the past or be afraid of the future. This is your time to embrace change and all the wonderful things it can bring. A time to live with freedom, purpose, and joy. As you step into the later chapters of life, one of the most profound actions you can take is to create space for joy and simplicity. Letting go of the past isn't just about removing physical clutter or releasing negative emotions. It's about making room for a life that reflects who you truly are, a life that is authentic, free, and joyful. Embracing simplicity is not about sacrificing the richness of life. Rather, it's about focusing on what truly matters. In our younger years, we may have been caught up in the hustle, pursuing careers, managing busy schedules, and chasing after external validation. But now, at this stage of life, you have the unique opportunity to shift your focus inward, to prioritize the things that bring you genuine joy, peace, and fulfillment. It's a time to embrace a simpler, more intentional life where you are not burdened by obligations, old regrets, or societal expectations. Imagine waking up each morning knowing that your space, both physical and emotional, is clear, open, and ready for new experiences. You no longer need to carry the weight of past mistakes or keep up with the pressures of the outside world. Instead, you can fill your time with things that matter most: meaningful connections with loved ones, discovering new hobbies, or simply savoring moments of quiet reflection. This journey toward joy and simplicity involves shedding layers of complexity and embracing what is essential. It's about connecting with people who uplift and inspire you, surrounding yourself with relationships that are nurturing and genuine. The more you let go of the excess, the more room you create for authentic experiences, free from distraction or negativity. Think about the things that truly light you up. Whether it's a hobby you've always wanted to explore, a community project you're passionate about, or simply spending quality time with family and friends. When you create space for these moments, you allow yourself to live a fuller, richer life. It's also about finding peace in the little things, taking a walk in nature, enjoying a warm cup of tea, or curling up with a good book. These small moments, often overlooked in the rush of everyday life, are the ones that bring the deepest contentment. As you let go of unnecessary clutter, both physical and emotional, you create space for these simple joys to flourish. Now, as you reflect on everything you've learned throughout this journey, take a moment to consider how you want to live the rest of your life. This is your time to live fully and intentionally on your own terms. Let go of anything that no longer serves you and embrace the freedom to chart your own path. As you do, you'll find that life becomes not just easier, but more beautiful. You'll experience a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and connection with the world around you. In closing, I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on what you've learned from this video. What are the things you're ready to let go of? What can you bring into your life to make it more joyful, simple, and fulfilling? We'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what steps you plan to take toward living a life of intention and happiness. Your story could inspire someone else to take that first step toward their own peaceful, joyful life. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you can continue to receive more content like this. We're here to support you on your journey toward a fulfilling, authentic life. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life fully on your own terms. Remember, every choice you make today can lead you closer to the life of peace, joy, and simplicity that you've earned. Take the time to embrace it.